What is going on, guys? Today I am going to be showing you how to make another signature, but the main focus of this tutorial is going to be showing you how to use like the Liquify tool and to make that for the background. And other things are just going to be basic things and signatures that you can do. So straight off the bat, you're going to want to make a background, make it transparent. And if you don't know how to do that, you just got to go to File, New, make your dimensions, and down here, it should have been on transparent. I don't know why it wasn't, but you put on transparent and you got that. So the first thing I did that you guys did not see is I took a render. This one is a Batman render. I found it on Google Images. There's plenty of websites like DeviantArt. There's just plenty of forums and everything. Just go online. You could even Google, whatever. I googled Batman render. You could do that, and you'll come up with things that are transparent. Or you can, get your own kind of thing, and get your own picture, and cut it out from the background. You do whatever you want, but basically you want to get some sort of render. So I'll even show you how I did that. Hold up. So basically, yeah, you got your render. So once you have that, you're gonna want to make some copies of that. And you're gonna want, once you have copies of it, hide the one that's on top. This is the one that is on top is gonna be the one that is gonna be normal. So the ones that are on the bottom are gonna be your background. So just make a few of them. I'm gonna make 4, and you're gonna want to move them around. And you're just gonna want to make them bigger, and you're gonna want to use them to fill in the background, basically. Whoa, 1 second, what happened here? Okay, so use them. Just move them around. Duplicate layer. And make a couple more. And you're going to want to resize this. Like that. So then what you're going to want to do, this is going to be your background. Not yet though. You're going to want to hold shift and click all the ones except the one that you clicked that on, and that's going to be your background. So go down, click it, and you're going to want to merge layers so they're merged. Oh, and this one. I missed that one, sorry. Okay, so now you have all your layers. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Filter, Liquify, and you're going to want to, I'm doing a 22 size brush, but you could just play with it, do whatever you want. So basically what you're going to want to do, so you're just going to want to I'm going to make it a little bit bigger actually. There we go. And just kind of, play with it, go up and down. You could do side to side. You could do stuff like that, go up and just whatever you want. So this is kind of like the smudging thing. It's kind of like the same technique, but it's a little bit, just a different effect. But it looks really good. So click OK and allow it to do its thing. So now you have this. So it doesn't fit the full screen yet. So you're going to want to resize, or the full document yet. So you're going to want to resize it. I made a copy. Okay, so now there you go. It is on your whole thing. So now you're going to want to go like that, and there you go. There's your background. So you kind of can't really tell, like he blends in too much, like the colors, so it's kind of hard to see him. So you're gonna want to go on your background layer. You're gonna want to go to the hue and saturation, and you're gonna want to make it a little bit brighter. And you're gonna want to make you want to go to your Batman guy, or whatever your render is. You're gonna want to go to your hue and saturation, or hold up, no you don't. You want to go here. Create a clipping mask, go to hue and saturation, and make him darker. So he kind of shows up. He kind of shows up a little bit. You could do that, or to make him show up a little bit better, you can go to your burn tool, you know, and go give him like one layer. Just coat him with the burn tool, and he's darker now. So that was the main point of that. So the next thing you gotta do is you gotta blend him into your layer, into your background. So you're gonna want to go to your smudge tool again, and you just wanna, you know, make it a soft brush, and use whatever kind of blending settings you have or whatever you want to use. Doesn't really matter. You just kind of go over them, you know, and there you go. So he's a little bit more blended in, but not completely. So what you can do is you can go to your web browser, and you could search I don't know, texture. You know, we'll do that for instance. We'll do it for this time. So go to images, and let's say I like. Let's see what do I like. That one's pretty cool. I actually like the first one. So just drag it in, or well, you're gonna have to. What happened? Go to images. And you're just gonna want to drag it in, or no. One moment. New image. It should be letting me just drag it in. Okay, I'll do it the hard way. Bring it out here. Drag it in. There you go. So close out your browser. So here you go. Now you have your texture. So you're gonna want to put it. You're gonna have to push enter, and you're gonna want to take the texture layer, and you can put that on top. You're gonna want to resize it. Resize it over your layer, and so there it is. So you're gonna want to put it on screen, and you're gonna want to lower the opacity. So now he looks a little bit more part of the layer. The last thing I want to do is so now you're gonna want to make a new layer. Choose some colors that you like. They don't have to be, because this is kind of a gray and white, which I'm not really going for. So choose any two colors you like. I'm gonna do like I did yesterday. Take a blue, and I'll do a blue and white, and I'll render, and I'll make some clouds. So put this on screen and lower the opacity. So there he goes. It's got kind of a blue tint. I kind of like how that looks. So that looks pretty cool. You can move that up a little bit. You could put it like that, and you could lower his opacity as well. You know, you could play with that. I think I like it like this. I'll lower the opacity a little bit more. There it goes. So it's got kind of a bluish tint to him, which I like. So I'm gonna leave it like that. So what you could do now is because now it's a little like fuzzed up a little bit. Not fuzzed up, but you know, he's not really, now it took out the focus of him. You could go to your sharpen tool and make it a smaller size, and go over him just a couple times. You don't want to do too much, because watch, this is what happened. See, it doesn't look good. So just go over him, you know, once. Maybe do like, I'll do the top of him. And you know what, we'll take the blur tool, we'll make that a little bit bigger size on a soft brush. You know, and blur him a little bit. You know what, we'll do this. We're gonna unblur him. We're gonna take the strength and we're gonna lower it. And we're gonna go over here and we're gonna blur on the sides of his face, because that's really what's focused in right now. So if you look, his face is kind of the main focus of the picture, kind of right now. I actually don't like that placement, so I'm gonna lower him a little bit. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. So it already kind of looks like the light's coming from the top, so we're going to want to add a light source. So you're going to want to take a soft brush and kind of just make a light. This is going to look this is kind of like the last tutorial, but I'm just showing you another way. This is just another tutorial showing you guys another way of making a signature. So yeah, hopefully probably in a couple of tutorials it'll be a little bit more in depth. So once you got this, put it on screen and lower the opacity a little bit. Okay, so now you're gonna want to make it. Already kind of looks like the light's shining on him on top, so you don't really have to work around there. So you're just gonna want to lower, take your dodge tool, lower the size of the brush, and kind of go to your Batman guy or whatever you got, and kind of brighten it up there, and then take your burn tool and darken them up on the bottom where the shadows would be. You know, you could also do a little bit of shadows on the side. So that looks pretty cool. I like how that looks right now, but we're not done. So another thing you could do is you could go to your web browser. I'll show you how I do this. Go to here and type in we'll type in effect C4D, or not C4F. Typo. Effect C4D. Now if you Google that, you should. My internet's being weird right now. Wonderful. Great time for that to be happening. There we go. So, since he has kind of a bluish tint to him, we're gonna find a bluish effect C4D. So, I want something, maybe something like, we could take this one actually and use this. We'll be able to, we can use this. So, wait a minute. You're gonna have to take it, and you're gonna have to, go to it. One moment. Let's go to it. View the image. I'm just going to drag it to my desktop for now for the sake of the video, and close this out. Okay, there we go. So now we got this. Now you're going to want to take that, put it on top, put it on screen, which is going to take the black out of it, and I'm going to try to change the color. Or hold up. You're going to want to create a clipping mask, and you're going to want to do the hue saturation. You're going to want to make for some reason, alright, there we go. So, okay, I have no idea where it went. Okay, so there it is. So now, what you have to do, I'm trying to remember how I did it. Oh, shit. So you could go, well, I guess what you could do, so I'll try this too. You can make it red, the background. And, so there you go. So you could take this. I'm actually gonna resize it. I want it to be smaller. And we're gonna put it around him. Now obviously you don't want all that stuff on your render. So you're gonna have to rasterize this layer. And I'm gonna take the eraser tool, I'm gonna do it on 0% for hardness. And I'm gonna erase what I don't like. So we don't want too much of this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase some of it on his face, you know. move it, erase some of that. So now we got that. So what you could do now is, if you want to make them a little brighter, you can make a new layer and take your brush tool and do like a brighter color and put it over and set it on screen, but that's not what I'm doing. So now what I want to do is I kind of want to make it all look like it's one photo and not like a whole bunch of things, and kind of put it around the same shade of color. So I'm going to select the gradient map. If you notice, this is really similar to my last photo or my last tutorial. You're going to want to put it on screen, or you could try overlay as well. I actually kind of like how that looks. So I'm going to lower the opacity, and it kind of makes you see, if you notice, it kind of brings the reds out, like the red dots, which I think looks pretty cool. So now, lastly, what I want to do is, I'm a guy for simple, so this isn't that detailed right now, but there'll be more harder stuff than this. So what you can do is you can take, we're gonna try a green, for instance, something that's an opposite of a red. So we're gonna take green, we're gonna go to filter, we're gonna make some clouds, make the clouds, so it's green and blue. Set that on screen. See, I kind of like how that looks. That looks pretty cool. But you could also try overlay, which looks even cooler. You see, now look, if you look at the reds, it brings out the reds, which is kind of my main goal. So like I did in my last one, I'll show you guys how to like make the eyes glow again if you want, if you didn't notice last time. So let's say we want to make his eyes glow green. Okay? So obviously, guys, this one isn't gonna look as great. I mean, because I'm not really going for any particular thing. I'm just showing you a lot of techniques you can do. So you see now he's got green eyes. I don't like that at all. So I am gonna delete that. Make a new layer. We'll do a red. We're gonna want to make his eyes red, and we're gonna put it on screen. There you go, and his eyes are glowing red. So these are kind of an orangish. I want them to be more of a reddish. So I'm gonna do a couple of them with that red. And well, actually, hold up. My bad, guys. I want to make a new layer. Bring it above that, and put it over it. And we're gonna do screen, and then lower the opacity. So they're glowing a little bit more, which looks pretty cool. So basically, if you're not satisfied with what you are, I'm not really that satisfied with this because I didn't put a lot of time into this. But like I said, this is another one just showing you what you can do. So like you can even do another layer. You could go to gradient map. You could choose the black and white. You can lower that opacity. And you could do stuff like that. You could take brush tools. This is actually a new computer, so I do not know if I don't think they come with it. You could take like a wet brush, like a splatter brush, and you could try some designs with that. But basically, I like this. So like I said with the last one, with the text, you don't want it to be on your focal point. You want it to be in a certain section. So, like I said, imagine a 3x3 grid, and then in the middle box, the four corners of the middle box, that's where you want to put your text, I think. So I like it. I think it'll look good actually right here. So yesterday I used the Bebes Nueve regular. So I'll even use that again today. So you could go there and type in, we'll do Batman. And today I'm going to use a color that is not too, we don't want, like maybe we'll try this dark green. No, we'll try this. You could go with white, you could go with black. We'll just stick with the black right now. So that comes out like that. I think that looks pretty cool. This obviously isn't one of my best works, but I mainly wanted to show you guys the Liquify tool if none of you known, and then basically the rest was just me kind of messing around and showing you guys some stuff that I do again. Next tutorial, I'm looking to maybe make something like how to make a planet, or maybe how to maybe show you guys some smudging in depth, or the next tutorial will be something in depth. Maybe I'll show you guys some something cool with a splatter brush effect or speed art. But definitely, if you guys are more advanced Photoshoppers, definitely be ready, because there's gonna be some pretty difficult stuff coming up in the future. But I don't want to start anybody out with, you know, really hard stuff. I'd rather, you know, gradually show them. So if there's anything in detail that you guys want to see or want to know how to do, let me know, and I will make an like not like this, like something in detail. The whole video will be about it, because so far, basically these two tutorials that are up on my channel, they're just really smudging and liquefying. The rest is simple stuff. So it's gonna get harder. So don't think I only do easy stuff like this, but I will show you guys how to make some cool stuff in the future. But lastly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new layer. Use Control A. It's gonna select your whole thing. You're gonna want to go to Select, Modify, Border, and you can set it as 4. Or actually, with this one, I think it will look even cooler to do it this way. You could do that and set it as 4 and then fill it in with your bucket. But I'm gonna actually do this. I'm gonna take my rectangular marquee tool, and I'm gonna draw or drag that much, and I'm gonna take my bucket tool. I'm gonna fill it in, deselect, and I'm gonna duplicate that. I'm gonna bring it down there. So there you guys have it. That's the main part of it. I mean, like I said yesterday, there's many things you can do for your signatures. Signatures aren't my biggest thing. I'd rather make logos and stuff. But I'll definitely be showing you guys how to make some cool stuff. I think maybe I'm also thinking about maybe for my next tutorial showing you guys some stuff about fonts and brushes and some cool effects you can make with that. But this has a pretty a decent. I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's different. It's not my favorite, but I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, a lot of people like to do this. I'm personally not for just doing this a lot and just, you know, using it to make it look better. But however, if you think it makes your stuff look good, then by all means do it. So there you have it. I mean, I'm satisfied with that, but I mean, I was good the other way too. So basically, guys, that's all I had to show you today. Today was a main focus on the Liquify tool. If you want anything in this tutorial, if you want some of it in depth of some sort, if there's anything you guys want in detail, let me know, because I've got a lot of time, and you know, I like doing this. So basically, like I said, any criticism is welcomed and appreciated. But this is it, guys. This is the final result. If you guys do the same thing, upload your results and comment them, and you know, I'll reply, and I'll tell you what I would do to make it look better. And you know, if there's anything I could do to make mine look better, hit me with it. You know, it's alright. So anyways, guys, this is all for today. I will probably be making my next video either tomorrow or the next day, so you can expect that. But basically, that's all for today. Yeah, peace out, guys.